Morning. I am Day of DHB, Devotion, Health, and Beauty Recovery Network. My name that I go by is DAA. DAA are my initials. I am in recovery from loss, grief, trauma, and addiction. In my years of actively pursuing intentional wellness and recovery, I have found that upon awakening, it is useful to affirm and devote myself to the me of my recovery, the one that ties all the pieces together gently, lovingly, and sometimes, often fiercely. Reading daily affirmations, reflections, devotions, and meditations has been a powerful tool that has been placed in my toolbox, and I use it every day. With this podcast, it will be convenient for you to not have to read these affirmations, devotions, meditations, and reflections. You can plug in your earbuds or listen and continue on with your day. Most of them are only, on the average, 10 minutes long. And the reflections are read from AA, Al Anon, Narcotics Anonymous, Emotions Anonymous, and Adult Children of Alcoholics, Dysfunctional Families books. I invite you to walk with me on the recovery journey of hope, renewal, resilience, and self reflection. And remember that you are not alone. March 2nd, Hope. Do not be discouraged. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 60. Few experiences are of less value to me than fast sobriety. Too many times discouragement has been the bonus for unrealistic expectations, not to mention self-pity or fatigue from my wanting to change the world by the weekend. Discouragement is a warning sign that I may have wandered across the God line. The secret of fulfilling my potential is in acknowledging my limitations and believing that time is a gift, not a threat. Hope is the key that unlocks the door of discouragement. The program promises me that if I do not pick up the first drink today, I will always have hope. Having come to believe that I keep what I share every time I encourage, I receive courage. It is with others that, with the grace of God and the fellowship of AA, I trudge the road of happy destiny. May I always remember that the power within me is far greater than any fear before me. May I always have patience, for I am on the right road. Read from Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. Fair use. The next one, fair use. Courage to Change One Day at a Time in Al Anon, March 2nd. One of the most helpful tools I've found in Al Anon is conference-approved literature, CAL. It took me a long time to be willing to open up to other people, but from my first meeting, this wonderful literature has helped me learn to replace a long-established negative way of thinking with a new, healthier, more positive approach to life and to love. At first, I used it only when I was in pain. Now I start every day off on a positive note by reading some piece of CAL with breakfast. It has been especially helpful to me to think about what I read and condense it into a sentence or two. I write this sentence on a 3x5 card and carry it with me throughout the day. Whenever I remember, I take it out, my card, and read it. You wouldn't believe how many times it has brought a difficult situation into perspective or offered me a different approach to a project or conversation I'm about to begin. Today's reminder: I have a wealth of information available to me which can help me grow ever freer from the effects of alcoholism on my thinking. Today, I will make Cal a part of my routine by listening to a tape or by reading a pamphlet or chapter of a book. There is a quote by This is Al-Anon, and it reads, "Daily reading of Al-Anon books and pamphlets opens our minds to the certainty of a better, more rewarding way of life." Fair use. Just for today. Daily Meditations for Recovering Addicts, March 2nd. Success. Any form of success was frightening and unfamiliar. Basic text, page 14. Before coming to NA, few of us had much experience with success. Every attempt to stop using on our own had ended in failure. We had begun to give up hope in finding any relief from active addiction. We had grown accustomed to failure, expecting it, accepting it, thinking it was just part of our makeup. When we stay clean, we begin to experience success in our lives. We begin to take pride in our accomplishments. We start to take healthy risks. We may take some knocks in the process, but even these can be counted as successes if we learn from them. Sometimes when we fulfill a goal, we hesitate to pat ourselves on the back for fear that we will seem arrogant. But our higher power wants us to succeed and wants us to share with our loved ones the pride we take in our accomplishments. When we share our successes with others in NA, they often begin to believe that they can achieve their goals as well. When we succeed, we help lay the groundwork for others who follow in our path. Just for today, I will take time to savor my successes. I will share my victories with an attitude of gratitude. Fair use. Today, Emotions Anonymous, March 2nd. Reflection for today. Today, God, I may need a little extra special help. I know I have asked you to step in and take care of this problem which is bothering me. Please help me to understand that you may solve it differently from the way I expect it. That way I will know, even if adversities come while you are working your solution, they will not throw me into thinking that you have deserted me. Meditation for today. I have turned my life over to your care, God, and I need extra attention today. Today I will remember I am worthy of special help. Fair use. Strengthening my recovery. Meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. March 2nd. Trait 3. We are frightened by angry people and any personal criticism. BRB, Big Red Book, page 11. It's insidious, the abuse we experienced. For many of us, our caregivers didn't just get mad, they got angry and enraged. And it could be over something simple. Maybe We were out doing normal kid stuff, but because we had an angry parent waiting at home, we were never sure what to expect. We were repeatedly blindsided with accusations that said we were no good, selfish, irresponsible, uppity, or a whole host of other shaming language. Or maybe it happened to a sibling, which was just as bad because we knew it could be turned on us at any time. Is it any wonder that as adults we almost visibly flinched when we were faced with angry people? We carried the fear of being criticized with us like a banner that said, I'm an easy target. I won't even argue with you because I don't have a voice. But as we start to find our voice in ACA, we begin to separate the anger from the words and the words from reality. We do not deserve to be talked to like that. And we didn't deserve it as a child. We were innocent. And now, as we learn to reparent ourselves, we can tell our inner child that we will protect them when someone is angry or critical. We can do for ourselves what others should have done for us. The affirmation reads, on this day, I will remember that another person's anger is not mine. If I hear criticism, I can separate truth from friction. DHB Recovery Network, daily affirmations, reflections, devotions, and meditations. Subscribe, like, and please share. And most of all, be the you that you are created to be, one day at a time.